DJFinstaBaby.com, DesertStormRadio.com. What's going on? We got something a little bit different today. You know what I'm saying? We actually got some producers in the building. Want to introduce yourself, fellas?
I'm Mauricio.
I'm David.
I'm with Ninth Chamber.
This is a real special interview, so this is the only place you're going to catch it, DJFinstaBaby.com. You know, for anybody that's not acquainted with you guys, you might, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure, so I'll go first. So I've been working in the music industry a long time. I started off DJing when I was 14 for a DJ company, just doing block parties and stuff like that. And then when I got to college, got really into promoting parties and things like that, and I started DJing my own parties like around 2000. And before Serato came out and anyone was on a laptop, I used to bring my entire computer to the clubs that I would book by my school and DJ from the computer. So I kind of got into the digital thing really early, like a big monitor, before the flat screens and everything. And then when I was done with college, started working in the music industry, predominantly in the reggaeton movement, like 2005 when that was really big. Doing a lot of stuff, managing a few artists. One of them was called Extreme, which is like a bachata group. They went platinum. I was an employee at a big production company that did a lot of music videos for a lot of reggaeton artists for Universal. We did work with Don Omar, Daddy Yankee, a lot of stuff. And then towards 2007, I started DJing clubs in New York, real heavy, all over the place, working with DJ Camilo, Flex, a lot of work with the heavy hitters, opening up for them. Took a little break to kind of work on music, and most recently, my brother and I got together. We formed this group, Ninth Chamber, and now we're working on producing music. Primarily with the focus in EDM, but we specialize in anything. We're working right now on some reggae records, some reggaeton records, some trap records, hip hop based things. So we're real eclectic when it comes to the production. We don't want to really be labeled as anything, but to get our foot in the door is really in the EDM movement.
What would be your favorite track that you guys actually have produced so far to date?
Well, we have a track called Drop. It's a trap record. Got Little John on it. Got some vocals from way back when when I was working in Latin music and Pitbull was on the come up. When he was young in the game, got some vocals from Little John, and we kind of found them accidentally. And we heard it, and you know what, we can make a record out of this. So we got that record now. We finished it, and the strategy is just to promote it virally at the moment, get a buzz, and take it to somewhere where we feel comfortable, and take it to the next level.
Now, is there any artists that you guys have not worked with yet that you might want to work with?
There's a ton. I can't even think. Collaborating with other producers, EDM wise, I would say maybe Tiesto, Laidback Luke, Gareth Emery. There's just so many that I personally love, and I know that he likes a lot of them also.
Yeah, and like I said before, we're not tied to one genre. We can produce hip hop, anything like that. So we really like to work with Fab, who I've had ties with in the past. We'd like to do records with people like Fab, anyone really. I mean, pop music. We really have a real love for music. We're not riding any genres, bandwagon or anything like that. So. We really want to make a statement in the music industry on a global level and a real broad level in terms of different genres.
Speaking of which, how do you feel about the way that the direction of the music is going these days, going from how it was to now all this digital going on right now with the iTunes and so on and so on?
You can go first with that. I have my own things about it.
I mean, it's cool and everything. I personally like live stuff. I like going to concerts and festivals and all that. Buying CDs, I was really into that when I was younger. But now, it's just different. You gotta roll with it, I guess.
Yeah, I think the music industry, no matter what genre you're in, everyone's taking a real hit. budgets have been cut. I read a post about Irv Gotti, that he put on Facebook yesterday. He was saying that he used to get paid $250,000 for a beat, and now labels are only offering him $10,000. And it's because all this music is available digitally, and no one has that excitement of going to a store to buy an album or to hear one single and it's like, you know what, I'm going to buy that album. Now people are like, oh, I'm just going to buy the single, and labels are struggling, and the only people who are making real money is the artists. If you're getting shows, that's where the money's at right now. It's real show based. So these EDM guys with these festivals, they're making a killing, even though they might only sell 50,000 downloads on an indie house label or something like that. So I mean, I think it's really taken a hit. I think kind of screwed up the music industry for everybody. And me personally, I grew up listening to hip hop, and all these guys that I used to listen to are gone now. It's sad. I wish they weren't. They're gone. So things change. People, artists like us, whoever's in the room right now, we got to make do and we got to evolve to try to adapt to that and make a living. So.
Now, what can we expect from you guys in the next couple of months, or even by the top of the year?
Well, we're going to be working like a lot of remixes and just some original stuff that we've come out with, that we're going to come out with actually.
Yeah, so we mentioned that record with Little John, that we have that trap record, so we're going to be promoting that virally. Starting in January, we have a record with a big vocalist. Her name's Danny Rouge. She did a huge record for a group called Manufactured Superstars. They're electronic producers out of the West Coast. They're actually managed by Rock Nation, so they're real big. So we felt that she had a really strong vocal, and we wanted to work with her. So we have that. We're just trying to really build a catalog in different genres of music, and really just saturate the market with our stuff, so people remember who we are, and then we can take that and build on that and collaborate with big artists who are on a bigger level than we are, because we're starting out. So.
Now, for anybody that's actually watching or tuned in at the moment, can you just shout out your social media websites?
Ninth Chamber Music, 9th Chamber Music, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that. It's all the same, so you can check us out there.
All right, excellent. DJFinstababy.com, Desert Storm Radio.